everybody, it's Veronica here from room 13. Today I'm going to show you how you can make a positive affirmation bird using your hand outline like this one here. All you're going to need is a sheet of paper, a pen or pencil, preferably a pencil if you want to do some shading, but if you don't have a pencil, pen is fine. If you've got any colours or felt tips or paints, that's great, you can add some colour. And if you don't have any paper, just the back of a cereal box, some scrap paper, anything like that's fine. And like I say, these are just outlines of our hands, and it's just about really making us think about our positive qualities which we have, which we can write on here. So we're going to sit and be mindful and think about things which are unique to us, which are positive attributes, positive qualities. For example, on this one, I made it into a bird of paradise, and I wrote, I am kind, considerate and friendly. So using the fingers as the feathers or the wings of the bird, and then putting the words, the positive affirmations or words in the fingers, and like I say, writing I am in the middle. And I'm going to do this with you, but you can personalise it as you please, because this is all about you and what you like and your personality, what you think conveys that well, what shows that. Or you can do it as a gift for someone else, and I think it's a really, really nice special gift to give someone, because you're thinking about their positive qualities, and then when you give it to them, that will make them really happy. So I've done, for example, this chicken here. I've actually put the face so it's looking upwards at itself, at the words, and the words say, so you are, not I am, but you are, in the middle, very independent, bright like a star, an amazing friend, so kind. So like I say, that's a nice one that you can give to somebody else. Or it could be any kind of bird. It could be a garden bird, something like a pigeon, a peacock would be lovely. Whatever you want to turn it into, or something from your imagination, is absolutely fine. So get your paper. You can work landscape or portrait today, it doesn't really matter, it will work either way. I'm going to work portrait just so it's easier for you to see on this camera and for me to record. And just as we always do when we draw with me, let's just practice line pressure. If you're using a pencil, if you're using a pen, don't worry about this. So give a row of dark pencil lines, a row of medium pencil lines where you're not pressing down that hard, you're a bit gentler, and a row of super duper light pencil lines. There we go. And as always, when you start drawing, use your light pencil line in case you're not happy with anything. So you can rub it out, or if you don't have an eraser, it doesn't matter because they're so light you can't see. But I'm going to use my dark pencil line just so you can see. But yeah, do yours lightly. Flip it on the other side so we can't see those, that test, those lines. And then put your hand flat on your paper. And I'm going to spread my fingers out a bit so they look like feathers. And then just gently in pencil, holding the pencil really close to your fingers, the lead of the pencil, just draw around your hand. There we go, so I've got my handprint. I'm just going to close off the bottom of the hand. And the thumb is going to be the bird's head, and the fingers are going to be like the wings or the feathers. So now think about if you're going to make it for you or someone else. So I think if this was one I was doing for myself. So I'm going to write I am, and you might want to do some of your best handwriting for this. I don't know if you've got any cursive or curly writing you like to use, or just your best writing. It's fine. I'm going to make mine a bit fancy. I am ... and then think of some positive things you could write in the fingers or in the feathers at the top. So you could write I am enough, I am proud of myself, I am capable of so much, I am an amazing friend, I am so creative. Or like I say, it could be you are, if you're giving this to someone else, you are a wonderful friend, you are so independent. Anything you like that you think would suit the person you're giving it to or suit yourself. So just take a minute to be mindful about what you could put there and what you would like to write, what affirmations you would like to write. So I'm going to write some on mine, the fingers. Make sure that whatever you're writing, choose the the longest finger that would fit that information in. Like if you're writing a few words, you might want to go with one of the longer fingers. So I'm just going to write I am enough, dot, dot, dot. I'm going to write I am proud of myself. Obviously, take your time, don't rush, you don't need to write as quickly as I am here. I am an amazing friend. A bit of long space there. There we go. And you might want to put something on your little finger there, just something short like I am great, I am talented, anything that you want. Okay. And now we can turn it into a little bird. So it could have the beak facing back at itself, reading as if it's looking backwards, looking at the words, the affirmations, or it could be looking forwards. And I'm going to do another one where it's looking back. So I'm just going to do a little beak. And you can follow with me, or you can just make it into something you wish now, anything you wish. A made up bird, a fantasy bird if you want, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to do the beak. I'm going to do nine. And remember on the back we practiced dark, medium and light pencil lines, so we can do some different shading, dark areas, light areas, make the eye quite prominent. This would be a really lovely peacock actually. I'm thinking if this is its tail. So I'm going to do like a little crown on its head, and I'm just going to do some of these little shaded shapes. Going to add some textures. Yeah, I think a peacock's a really nice one. And again, I'm doing this quite quickly, but you can really take your time here. So I'm going to do these little lines on the body, and then you can, if you've got room on the tail above where your words are, you can, if you want, you can add some shapes and make it look very fancy. Yeah. Only if you've got room, because if your words are too long and there's not much space, that's fine. I'm going to do some textures on the body. Where you've put I am, you might want to turn that into a little wing. So it's good to flesh it out lightly in pencil, and then you can work back into it. And give it some legs. I'm just going to do 2 lines down, and then 1, 2, 3 claws at the back. And if you wish, you can then flesh those out. Make them thicker, give them some claws. There's no real right or wrong way here. So long as you're drawing around your hand, and then you're turning it into something, or in this case turning it into a bird, and just thinking about some nice, positive, kind words for yourself or for somebody else, then that's lovely, that's perfect. I'm just going to do some different textures. And you can do some shading as well if you wish, add some lighter, darker areas. And like I say, if you want to, if you've got any colours, that would be really lovely. If you want to add a background, then that's fantastic. Like I say, here are just some examples I've done earlier. So this is like a pigeon, and I've done some smudging with my finger, and then some little light feather shapes. This was inspired from a garden bird. I've got my lighter and darker shaded areas, and darker areas, lighter areas in the fingers, in the feathers. And this is my chicken. Like I say, I really like this one, so I've just represented the feathers with different marks and textures, lines and patterns. You might just put patterns on your bird, that's absolutely fine. And then I've done some little eggs there to add a little bit in the background. I don't want to put too much in the background, so I want the focus to be on the actual bird itself, so we don't want to clutter up the area around it too much. This one's like a bird of paradise. So something that resonates for you, like I say, a bird of paradise, a pigeon, it could be something, a bird which you've made up from your imagination. That's absolutely fine. And like I say, either starting with I am for you and some kind affirmations for yourself, some positive affirmations, or you are, and then some kind words for somebody else. And yeah, feel free to bring these in to show me. I'd love to see them, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you.